Last minute submission victory there for you, Joe. Can you describe a little bit the adjustment you made in your grip to kind of cinch that up?
Yeah, he just kept coming into me, and I wanted to use his momentum coming into me. So I just screwed my hips out back a little bit, sunk the left hand through, and just tightened it up real tight.
It seemed like a really competitive fight going in through the first 2 rounds, even in the 3rd round. Did you feel like an increased sense of urgency coming down the stretch there at the end?
Honestly, not really. I just wanted to, take the game plan we had and stick with it. I get caught always in going wild and not staying to the game plan. But, Steve Mays, my boxing coach, told me going in the 3rd, he said, you have to dig deep. This is yours. Fight the way you fight. And I wanted to go out there, head kick, you kick the legs, and he just gave me his neck, and I went for the finish.
Kind of an emotional victory for you as well with the passing of your grandfather. What did it mean to kind of win under those circumstances? Yeah,
it was tough. He was very sick, through the middle of this camp, and I was going back and forth to the hospital trying to train as much as I can. And, he told me, go to the gym, train. I want you to win this fight. When you fight this kid, punch through his head. And he was always behind me the whole time. So, that helped me so much being motivated for this fight, So I took this fight more serious than I've ever took any fight.
You also spent some time with a sports psychiatrist before this fight, is that true?
Yeah, I went to this guy, Javi Delberg, and he actually helped me out a lot. I always, we all get nervous before the fight and, the week out, but, he helped me, kind of put things in perspective and, figure out where I was lacking, mentally, and, you can say what you want, but I think it helped a lot.
You think you'll continue doing that for future fights?
Yeah, 100%. This sport is 80% mental. If you get in your own head, you're not going to be able to perform the way you want to, and I think I performed the way I needed to.
You spoke a little bit about game plan. What was the game plan coming in against him?
We just wanted to be deceptive. We wanted to do everything, every tool that we had. We wanted to take it out of our tool belt and show it off in this fight. We didn't want to be, that strictly boxer grappler type. We wanted to use the kicks. We wanted to idolize all the kicks I've been learning with Joe Pomfret, and I think they all went right into the game plan like we wanted to.
It was very smooth, the transition into the submission. Can you walk it through? And is that something that you maybe worked through? Because it was so smooth. You hit him a couple times, you ducked down a little bit, and then immediately slipped in. Is that something that you knew that could happen? Is that something that is that your trademark
It kind of is my trademark move, is the guillotine, and I love doing it. And honestly, if someone's going to give me the neck, I'm going to go for it. And I'm not going to just grab it and hope they tap out. I'm going to stay with it, and I've always learned that if you get a good bite on a guillotine, don't let go, because it'll eventually pay off.
And I know this gets you back into the win column, but where do you think the performance would set you in the division?
I think the performance is great. I'm not really sure where the division. I'm coming off a loss, but I hope it puts me up to where I fight better guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to fight the best, and that's what I want to do. I want to test myself.
And how soon do you want to get back in there?
A couple months. As soon as my hand stuff heals up, I want to get right back in there.